Kobe Burke, Maddox Dixon, just some of the young electric superstars in MX2 racing. They're about to do battle here. The all-important whole shot. We saw how important it was in our MX125 racing. Getting a little bit tricky to pass around here at Riverside Reserve Raceway as we're under starters orders now. Getting ready to go. MX2 racing, and we're ready in the starters' hands. Gate drops and we're away, and a great start from everyone there. We've got the Team Green Kawasaki getting a good start. Let's have a look at how it all pans out. But good start from the Kawasaki 121. What a machine. We've got the CML KTM tucked in behind him as well, so look out for this one to come alive as we're watching them plunge down alongside the railway lines, and into the trees they go for the first time in a massive 20-minute motor. This is going to be huge. The sun is beating down on Riverside Reserve Raceway, and loving what I'm seeing here at the moment. MX2 electric as always, as we see that 121 Coops absolutely flying. Great work from our MX2. One gets away pretty cleanly. Only a couple hung up on the back there, but down that electric roller's back straight. That is so fast down there and into the dual lane section. So a nice field of MX2 riders. 35 entries we've had here. And one of those entries being a former 9-time MX1 champion, Cody Cooper, trying his hand at MX2 racing and absolutely loving it. With the 93 of Jack Chalor in there in second place. Go Jack on that Jeff Scott electrical machine. Also looking out for Kobe Burke in third place. We've got Flynn Watson fourth on that Team Green Bridgestone Pro Circuit Kawasaki. And it all unfolding nicely. Look at the 121. This man here, a legend of New Zealand motocross. For the first time in a long time, trying his hand at MX2 racing. On the Bridgestone Kawasaki race team, Coops leads. Jack Shaw is in second place. We've got Kobe Burke up into third. That's Flynn Watts there in fourth. Maddox Dixon on the CML KTM and his return to New Zealand senior motocross. Third place to him. Got a good start from the 18 as well. And there, so looking really good as we update you here. MX2 racing. Everyone getting through and taking off lap number 1 in style. And just a note, if you do have your Speed Hive app going and you can't separate the classes, you've got to go to the settings, then disable the display by class setting, and then go back into the race, and it will have the MX2 on its own. So Cody Gilbert, Jack Chalor and Kobe Burke still your top 3. We then look out for the update with Flynn Watts, Maddox Dixon. Josh Jack is the one in 6th place. We've got Hayden Smith, 3NZ in MX2 racing. He's buried down in 7th place with a bit of work to do. Alongside him, his teammate Logan Denise on the other of the CML gases. And then look to Sam Blundell, who's coming back from a bit of an injury at the Sand Champs and now finds himself in the thick of the top 10 of MX2 racing here at the Nationals. Look out for Ollie here as well. But Ryan King ahead of James Scott. James Scott buried outside the top 10 with a lot of work to do. The Altham Window System JCR pilot will be desperate to try and get himself in the mix here. As it's not going to be easy to carve through the pack out here. This is a talented field of MX2 competitors. And led by none other than Mr. Cody Cooper. He's leading into that final little left-hander. Ticks off yet another lap in style. He's even stretching out the advantage. He's got over Jack Shaw in second place. So go Jack. One of the South Island competitors here this weekend. Kobe Burke there in third place. He is giving it everything as well as Maddox Dixon. There, Flynn Watts now under pressure from the man, Hayden Smith in 6th place. Then go back to Josh Jack there, 18th. Oliver here there in 9. James Scott is out inside the top 10. So James Scott inside the top 10. Logan Denise and Sam Blundell 10th and 11. Tyler Blount and Ryan King there, 12th and 13th place. Jordan Buell ahead of Marshall Phillips. Back to JB, James Barnett, Conrad Fell. Luke Fremantle, Luke Heafy, and Carlin Headley in 20th place on schedule for that final championship point up for grabs. Here it is, the MX2 Racing. Brought to us this weekend at you and Alan Honda. Your home of Honda in the South Otago. And great to have you in support. He's been in business for over 30 years, #1 Honda dealer in New Zealand. And part of our awesome local sponsors on the program here. We love them and can't do it without them. So look out for MX2. Cody Cooper on the 121, the iconic Cody Cooper number now. And talking to Coops, he's loving it. He feels good, fit and ready to go. And in his late 30s now, Coops still showing them who's boss. Jack Trelaw, this is a great showing at the moment for the likeable young Southlander on the 93 machine, the Jeff Scott electrical KTM machine. Second place for him. He was our second fastest qualifier. And showing us his skills here. Then we go back to Cody Burke on the Modal Best Build Honda. That awesome livery, celebrating 50 years of bluing Honda in New Zealand. And special graphics and gear for the weekend for our Team Honda riders. And look out for Matt Dixon. He's there in 4th place, chasing out as well on the CML KTM. And just behind him, 3NZ, Hayden Smith. So look out for Hayden. Flynn Watson now. He'll be the update for him in 6th place. Ahead of Josh Jack, Oliver Ian, James Scott in 9th. Still so much work to do for James Scott with Logan Denise running at our top 10. And a massive 14 minutes plus 1 lap to go. James Scott is going to have to dig pretty deep if he wants to charge through this pack. And get himself amongst the podium front runners. Cody Cooper. We've got Jack Trelaw and Cody Burke, and they've got a comfy little buffer now back to 4th place. So look out for that. That 4.5 seconds from Cody in 3rd, back to Maddock in 4th. Maddock's going to have his hands full of money because he's got his stablemate. That's CML, Gas. Hayden Smith. Double classing here as well. He's on the awesome 2-stroke in MX1 racing, so can't wait to hear the sounds and smell of the 2-stroke in MX1. So go Hayden Smith. Our current New Zealand 125cc champion. He's 3NZ in MX2 and has decided to double class in MX1 and 250s this year. So MX1 and MX2. Hayden Smith, a busy man at the office, but a very talented young man, multiple-time New Zealand champion, junior and senior motocross. So the talent is on display here right now. That takes you right down to about top 6. Cody Cooper. Starting to run away with this one here. Can anyone respond? He had a 4-second lead last time they crossed the line. He's stretched it out even further. So the 121 in command of MX2 Racing and lapping in the 153. So certainly quick lap times. It's gone out to 7.8 seconds. So that is quite a telling margin. 7.8 seconds. The Coops back to Jack Trelaw. Cody Burke less than a second now, so he's piling on a bit of pressure. Trying to get himself up in a 2nd place. That's going to be a great little battle because we've still got a massive 12 minutes plus a lap remaining. Matt Dixon not out of touch yet either. He's in 4th with Hayden Smith right behind him. Flynn Watts is still there in 6th place on the 22. The Pro Circuit Team Green Kawasaki behind him. Josh Jack and James Scott. James starting to charge through now. He's up at 8 and with Josh Jack on his sights now, looking to try and salvage as many championship points as he can. Oliver here is there in 9th place. Logan Denise, we're still running at our top 10 on that CML Gas with Sam Blundell in 11th. Tyler Brown down into 12th place. Ryan King's there in 13th on that Best Build Crown Kiwi KTM. So looking smart this weekend. Unfortunately, a bit of a drama for big brother Curtis. He's track side for this one. So hopefully everything A-OK for Curtis King, who's not out there right now. We've got Jordan Newell in 14th, Marshall Phillips, go Marshall, the can-tab going strong here. Top 15 result on the cards for him. And then look to Luca Fremantle, Luke Heafy, Carlin Headley, David Jordan and Tyler Cooksley in that line for that 20th place. And 20th, why is that so important? That is the last possible championship point up for grabs. So here we go racing with MX2. This is something special, fabulous to watch as we've got Cody Cooper in command well and truly. We've got it heating up behind him though. It's in 2nd place Jack Trelaw. We've got Hayden Smith and Cody Burke all in there. They're all separated by less than a second. And it's going to be any one of these guys. You'd have to think Jack Trelaw's under a lot of pressure. Still there in second. Matic Dixon's up in the third. We've got Hayden Smith and Kobe Berg. So wicked to watch this racing as Matic tries to go to the inside. I think we might have a new man in second place. Let's keep an eye on it as Matic Dixon is starting to charge. Great to have Mad Dog here doing his thing. A new member of that CML KTM race team, and on the MX2 campaign he's 2NZ in MX125 racing. Had a season riddled with injuries last year, and it's great to have him back at the very top end of MX2 racing. And now finds himself second place leader, Jack Shalor, Hayden Smith and Cody Burr. That's going to be electric to keep an eye on here. They've still got a massive 9.5 minutes plus a lap race duration. And Coops, what a legend. 12 seconds the advantage when he crossed the line. Just so beautiful to watch on that Bridgestone Kawasaki. As he's into the infield section while the rest of the competitors still coming down the back straight. So very comfy margin at the moment as we're coming up to halfway through the race number 1 of MX2. But the battle for second place, it's got our attention at the moment because Matic Dixon is there in second place. Hayden Smith's got himself into third. Jack Shalor, who was in second place for the most part of this mode, now back into fourth place. And then Cody Berg, who was challenging for second a couple of laps ago, now finds himself in fifth place. So a bit of work to do for the Modal Decibel Honda man. But still a massive amount of time here. As Coops ticks off yet another lap. Still humming. We've got 9 minutes plus a lap remaining. So now we're over halfway through this one. And look at Matic Dixon. He is now putting on the pressure. Let's have a look at some lap times here. As Matic, the fastest on track that last time around, he was a 156. He was over a second quicker than Cody Cooper. So that gap down to just over 11 seconds. Can Matic maybe reel Coops in? He's got a lot of time to go. More than 8 minutes plus a lap to go. And Matic Dixon, well, could this be another twist in the tail here of MX2 racing? Hayden Smith, Jack Shaw, Cody Berg, what a classy top 5. James Scott is up into 6th place. And has 8 seconds to try and catch up with that group ahead of him. So 8 seconds the gap for James Scott to try and catch up to. Looking at the lap times, he was matching them for pace that last lap around. So that's going to need something pretty special on the likable young man from O'Brien. If he's going to try and get himself up in a podium contention, he's still got plenty of time like we talked about. There's a feature-length motos that this is certainly brutal if you don't get a start here at Riverside Reserve Raceway. As James is finding out here, having to do it the hard way. But if anyone's capable, it's that likeable young man on the Alpine Window Systems JCR Yamaha. Alright, Coops in command. We've got Hayden Smith up into second place, so while we were looking at the other battles around him, Hayden Smith has gone into second place. What a performance this is from that young man. Then 3NZ now in second place in this race. This is fabulous riding from that CML Gas pilot from Ty Happy. And like we said, multiple time New Zealand senior motocross and junior motocross champion. And now having to do it the hard way. Didn't get the best of starts. Is barely outside the top 10. Just started reeling them off one lap at a time and now finds himself in second place. So right in behind him though, Matic Dixon. So look out for this. Those two here have got a comfy little gap for the podium. But it will be something special for someone else to argue with that. What orders are going to finish in? Cody Cooper, Hayden Smith, Matic Dixon, that's your top 3. And they got 6 seconds out back to Jack Trelaw in 4th, got Kobe Berg in 5th, and then James Scott still there in that fabulous 6th place. Looking at those times, so Kobe and James dead even on lap time last time around, so still that's 7.5 odd seconds for James to try and make up. He wants to get himself up inside that top 5. Well, Flynn still there on that Pro Circuit Team Green Kawasaki in 7th place. Josh Jack, LMC Husqvarna in 8th. So well done to Josh. That's a good top 10 result. And behind him, Ollie Air in 9th. And then look to Logan Denise, who's already been on the podium in 125 racing. Now finds himself well and truly inside the top 10 here of the MX2. What a feature class this is going to be. 35 entries, and the talent on display is just absolutely phenomenal. As it's pretty spectacular to watch the man, 9-time champion, Cody Cooper. On the Alpine Star, Bridgestone Kawasaki. And behind him, though, a fierce battle emerging. Hayden Smith and Merritt Dixon, good mates and stable mates off the track, but on the track right now, they will be absolutely going for it. And with just on 4.5 odd minutes to go, we're getting down to the business end of our race one for MX2. The landscape of this championship looking fantastic. As Coops took it off yet another lap. He had a 13-second lead over the two behind him last time, and there he is with 2:02.5 lap time. So can these boys start really get it? It's down to 11.9, so not too much quicker, but they are a little bit quicker. But still, with only 4 minutes plus a lap to go, it's going to be a mountain to climb for sure for Hayden Smith and Merritt Dixon. Less than half a second between them. That's going to be all on. Jack Shaw's still there in 4th place, but only just. Kobe Burke is right there with him. And then a further 5 and a bit seconds down the road, James Scott, who is actually the quickest man on this racetrack. So look out for James Scott. He is coming alive here and charging hard. But Flynn Watts, Josh Jack, Ollie here, and Logan Dees, that's still your top 10. With Sam Blundell and Tyler Brown locked in a pretty good battle for 11th and 12th place. And then go back to Ryan King, Marshall Phillips, and Luca Fremantle. That's your top 15. It's electric and fast. And we are almost coming down 3.5 minutes to go. Can anyone do anything about this man in front? 121, Bridgestone Kawasaki's Cody Cooper. Negotiating lap traffic with relative ease as he heads into the infield. Just got that awesome start. Got himself out in front and has managed this race beautifully. Put all the hard work in right at the start and now is managing it nicely. And no change to second and third with Hayden Smith ahead of Merritt Dixon. So those two boys are going at it. Kobe Burke still there in 4th place. And then go back to Jack Chalaw at 93. So 5th place now for Jack Chalaw. And then behind him, James Scott with an Alpha Windows Systems JCA Yamaha. So he's going to certainly be a big factor here as he reel in Jack Chalaw. But you'd have to think probably about 5th place is the best James could hope for unless he finds something really special. So this pace is absolutely frantic at the front. Still Cody Cooper. He was a 1:57.5, so he was quicker than the two behind him. It's gone out to 12.8 seconds, so now you'd have to think with 2 and a bit minutes plus a lap. Coops has got his hand on this race here. It's going to take a mistake from here, surely, if anyone else is going to challenge Cody Cooper. Hayden Smith, Merritt Dixon out to 1.7 seconds between those two, so looking like that one there is certainly advantage Hayden Smith at the dying stages of MX2 racing. We've got Kobe Burke up into 4th place ahead of Jack Shaw, but Jack now only 0.9 of a second ahead of James Scott. So James, we're going to try and put on a bit of pressure. And can he find himself up inside the top 5? Jack had that wonderful start and did a lot of the good laps early on. And now finds himself desperately trying to hang on to his top 5 result. James Scott, the one piling on the pressure there. Good result on the cards here for all these guys. It's a long season, 4 rounds, 3 races every round, so 12 race series. So you certainly don't need to be pushing to the limit here. Race number 1, but these championship points are going to be so precious. Now the man who's on for a maximum 25 of them, Cody Cooper. Let's see if we can hang on to this one here. Plenty of lappers to look out for. So Coops has got to be agile. There's still just over a minute left on the race clock as he comes around to take another lap. So this will be the start of 2 laps to go for Cody Cooper. And the experienced campaigner putting on a show for the race fans here. As we're absolutely loving it. We've got a bit of drama unfolding. But Manic Dixon's now up in his second place, so Mad Dog, second place. And then go to Kobe Berg, and then we look out for Hayden Smith. So Hayden, maybe the one we saw making the mistake over by the whole shot corner. And so, well, a big shake-up with 2 laps to go in our podium glory. Manic Dixon and Kobe Berg. Hayden Smith right there though, so he's only 3 seconds down the road from Kobe. We've got James Scott up into 5th. Then look at Jack Trelaw, he's still hanging on to 6th place. He's got a bit of a buffer back to Finn Watson, 7th. He's then got Joshua Jack, Oliver here, and Logan Denise are still your top 10. So classy performances from all of those top 10. As the excitement really starting to build for this man here, the 121 Cody Cooper. Unbelievable performance. He's been a multiple-time New Zealand motocross champion. It's been a long time since he's plied his trade at MX2 Racing. Now we've seen him over the summit do the odd event here and there where he double class to great glory. And now the man, a veteran of the sport. And what a show he's put on so far. This is going to be a dominant display if he can hang on. He's got about a quarter of a lap to go before the white flag will come out for him. And what a performance this has been. Manic Dixon still there in second place, and you'd have to think one of the harder charging ones in the field. Got a pretty good start, hung in there. And if he can hang on to second place, he'll be absolutely loving that. We've got third place still for Kobe Berg on their modal best build Honda, who's had a roller coaster ride in this one here. But there's the white flag for Coop, so when he starts his final lap, he's got a massive advantage back to Manic Dixon on the CML KTM in second place. And then he's got a decent buffer back to third as well. So let's see if this podium can get shaken up on the last lap. I can't see anyone beating Coops from here. But has this podium got another twist in the tail? Manic Dixon, he gets the white flag and starts his final lap. Then go to Kobe Berg, so only a couple of seconds separating second and third. Then we've got Hayden Smith in fourth place. Can he do something about this podium fight? We've got a big last lap to look out for. It's 17.3 seconds. That's Cody Cooper's lead. It's then another 3.5 from Manic to Kobe, and then 2.7 from Kobe to Hayden Smith. So wicked stuff. As we're going to keep an eye on the 121. Starting the second half of his final lap. And this Ewan Allen Honda supported MX2 Racing. Loving MX2 Racing here. 35 strong field, and what a field it is too. Stacked full of talent and absolutely frantic pace as well. This is going to be good. We're going to see Coops as well. He's double classing. He'll be out in his beloved MX1 class where he's a 9-time champion in that class. And he'll be loving that. He's been on fire at every event he's been to so far this summer. And now he's got about a quarter of a lap to go. He's inside the infield stadium section. And has that massive 17-second buffer. Back to Manic Dixon, who has had an electric ride on his CML KTM, so we're excited about that. And loving every minute of it right now. So cool. And Cody Cooper, here we go. He's got a couple of quarters to go now. Look out for Coops. He's got the final left hand of the chicken flag ready and waiting. This is going to feel pretty sweet. MX2 Race1 glory for the 121. Cody Cooper on the Brickstone Kawasaki. Fabulous performance from Coops, and led flag to flag. And a dominant display. Coming home in second place will be the 318. And a welcome back ride from Manic Dixon. He'll be loving that. So brilliant stuff from Manic. And then we're looking out for Hayden Smith, who's going to come home in third place. So Kobe Berg has had to go back to fourth place. And he'll be absolutely gutted after being in podium contention with the white flag coming out. So that's fourth place coming through for Kobe Berg. There'll be some good championship points for him. There's James Scott, a horror start for James. He'll salvage a top 5 result. And then looking out for Jack Trelaw. He'll be there and come home in a quality 6th place. So that's a wrap about top 6. Awesome stuff, MX2. We're going to cross down now and do our podium, which will have Cody Cooper, the legend, Manic Dixon in 2nd place, and then go back to Hayden Smith in 3rd. Absolutely fabulous performance, the legend that is Cody Cooper. Welcome back to MX2 Racing. That must feel pretty good, dude.
Yeah, I know. I always loved riding these things, and it's been a while. But man, these things are rockets. I remember I used to get off my 450 and then ride a 250, and I was pretty over it. But these days, get on this thing, and it's the engine's pretty standard and some minor tuning in the standard ignition, and man, it's so good. First gear starts and out of there.
All right, so your Bridgestone Kawasaki's, both your 450 and your 250, you've got to be loving it?
Yeah, I think I'm preferring this bike at the moment. So I'm loving it, just the way it's handling and just the easiness of it to ride, and yeah, I'm pretty surprised with it.
So pretty hot conditions today. You got double classing. You got 6 20-minute motors up your sleeve today. You'll be all right?
Only 5 more now. I think I'll be all right. I've done it at a club day, and the last 2 I was struggling a bit, but I wasn't as fit as I am now, and hydrated, and just ready for it. So.
Oh, well done. That's an awesome performance, man. Well done in race 1, glory. We'll go down to Matic Dixon, and well done to Matic. Fantastic. Welcome back to senior level motocross. You've had an up and down couple of years, but that's got to feel pretty good back on the podium.
Yeah, it feels good. Last year was a bit of a shit show for me, so to come back and at my first race get second in the MX2, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, so you made the change to the CML KTM. You loving it?
Yeah, I love it. Love the bike. Bike's awesome. Suspension feels good, especially when the track's a bit rough already. So I'm looking forward to the end of the day when the suspension is working that much good, a bit better.
All right, so a bit better start. You got something for Coops in the next couple of motors, you reckon?
Yeah, of course. Always had something for him.
Awesome, man. Well done. That's beautiful stuff. And a welcome back to the podium for Matic Dixon. Trying to catch up with Haven Smith, but he's got another MX1 race coming up next. So congratulations to him in 3rd place. And that'll be a wrap of our MX2 podium. So brilliant stuff. And coming up on the program now, we've got our MX3 support racing on the program.